what to do as a brand new real estate agent. In this video, I'm going to share my experiences when I was a brand new agent, and I'm going to share the 3 things I wish I did when I started out as a brand new agent. I feel like after people get their real estate license, they have no idea what to do. And if you feel that way, it's totally normal and it's okay. It's kind of like that first day of middle school. You're a little nervous. It's a new school. You're going from elementary to middle. It's a big jump. And for me, that first day, I woke up 30 minutes late. I had to sprint to school. So I got there. I was sweating. I was embarrassed. I felt really nervous. And that's okay. I survived. And you will too. Just a quick reminder, this channel is dedicated to your success in real estate. Don't be afraid to drop a comment on the content that you like and the content that you'd like to see. So without your comments, I have no feedback on what is best for you. And so right now, I'm personally getting way more into real estate investing on top of my real estate agent career. So I actually want to make some content around real estate investing, but I'm not sure if that's what you would want to see. All right, so enough about what I'm currently working on. Let's go back to my experience when I was a brand new agent. So I started with Keller Williams Costa Mesa here in beautiful Southern California. As a brand new agent, I actually felt pretty isolated. I started as a solo agent. I wasn't on a team. I didn't have any friends that worked in the industry. I just kind of went out and did it on my own. And it really felt like I was going to the office trainings, and it just felt like they were the same trainings over and over again. It felt like these trainings were probably developed in the 90s or 2000s, and it didn't really feel like they updated the curriculum to match current consumer trends and the current market. A quick rundown or TLDR of the trainings was basically tell everyone you work in real estate, make sure to ask people if they know anyone that's looking to buy, sell, or invest real estate. They'd always be reminding us too, like, you're not annoying your friends and family if you're calling them midday just to see how they're doing, if you're just checking in on them. But just make sure you're always asking, do you know anyone, or can you think of anyone that is looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? And last but not least, they were basically in that office like, if you don't wear a suit, you're not going to be successful. And so a lot of the takeaways from these trainings didn't really vibe with me. If you have been watching the channel for some time, you know I don't wear a suit. I actually left the corporate world. I left my really nice accounting job because I didn't want to wear a suit. So this just felt so unauthentic and just not genuine for me. Needless to say, my first year did not go as expected. It was okay. I did a few transactions. I made another video and you can kind of see my results. But if I knew what I knew today, I know I would be more successful in my first year. If you do want to continue hearing about all of my failures and my continuing failures so you don't make the same mistakes, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And a big part of why I'm actually making this channel is because when I started out, I didn't feel like I had a lot of allies or people in my corner to help support and move my career forward. And the reason for that is a lot of agents, a lot of experienced agents see new agents join the industry and flame out or quit after a year or two. And then not only that, a lot of experienced agents feel like, well, I'm just training my competition now. So if they see like a rising star, they may even actively try to hurt their business in a way, or maybe not hurt their business, but a lot of times they don't want to see others do well. And to me, that's really sad. So I'm here making these videos and I really hope that they help you in your real estate career. Now, let's talk about the 3 things that I would do if I started over. So number 1, I would focus more on skill development. Number 2, I would commit to prospecting and be more disciplined with my prospecting. And number 3, I would be myself. Number 1, skill development. I would start with understanding the contracts. So before I would do anything, I would learn your local contracts really, really well. Those contracts dictate and control how a real estate transaction happens. So knowing those and being able to walk clients through that, huge value add. The second part of skill building, I would know the local market. So what I mean by that is if you know what a deal looks like, you're going to be able to advise your clients right away, hey, this is a good deal or not. You're also going to be able to talk to a potential seller and let them know, hey, in your neighborhood for the last 7 years. This was the highest, this was the lowest. This is your average days on market. You're going to be able to know more information than them, be able to articulate that, and actually provide value to them. Because in today's world, consumers have almost as much access to information as we do. So being that local market expert is going to differentiate you. The third piece of skill development is understanding construction local to your market, right? So in my market, we have expansive soil. You could have foundation issues. We also have earthquakes. So you do need some seismic retrofitting. These are just some basic examples you're going to need to know for your specific local market, right? Like my friends in Texas, I'm sure you have hailstorms, or, in the South, you may have hurricanes, or you have different types of soil. Just familiarize yourself with these things, because this could be a huge cost savings to your clients. And it just makes you look like the expert. The second thing that I would do if I started over, be more disciplined in prospecting. For those of you that don't know, prospecting simply means looking for business, right? You're going out and you're picking your preferred method to connect with people. So this is a choose your own adventure, right? You could do cold calling, you could do social media, you could do door knocking, you could do mailers, you could do email campaigns, you could just volunteer somewhere, you could join like the local Rotary Club. Whatever you like doing to connect with people, I would say do that. And maybe don't be so aggressively saying like, yeah, I can help you buy or sell your house. Build that natural relationship, show them that you're an expert, and eventually, hopefully they work with you. And so if I could go back and tell Darren, brand new Darren, this is what you should do to prospect, I would say get in front of as many people as you can in a genuine and authentic way. I would also tell brand new agent Darren, focus on the relationship. Don't just have this relationship because this person's potentially buying or selling a house, right? Like, look at them as a long-term client, nurture them, and think of it as a lifelong relationship. The second thing I would tell brand new agent Darren is put the relationship ahead of anything else. Imagine that this is your client for the rest of your and their life, and your approach to staying in contact with people will be very different, and they'll know you genuinely care, versus I would say maybe 70% of real estate agents who are just trying to push people into buying or selling a home because they need that commission check. And I think that's a big reason why I've had the trust and loyalty of my clients, is because they know that I'm trying to really look out for their best interest. And then the third piece of prospecting is you're going to need to try these different prospecting methods, right? Cold calling. Some people are phenomenal at it and some people enjoy it. Mailers, I probably wouldn't do that right off the bat because that does cost quite a bit of time to work, and then it usually costs quite a bit of money. After mailers, right, there's also social media. That's free for the most part. You could run paid ads, but you could start out free, and that's how I got some of my business, was from social media, just posting videos. Obviously, you want to provide value with those videos, but that's a free but time-consuming method. You could go door knock, also free, but also very time-consuming. And then, of course, there's like traditional, just ask people to do open houses, right? Buyers will come to the open house, and you could potentially get a buyer from the open house. I think a really big key with prospecting, though, also is don't pick something you absolutely hate. Why do I say that? Because if you pick something you absolutely hate, you're going to dread going to work. You're going to dread doing the job. When I first started, I didn't mind cold calling. I didn't really love it, but that's kind of what the people in my office, they all said you have to do to be successful. And I tried it out, and it didn't really fire me up. I would feel really kind of negative at the end of the day. I would feel really emotionally drained at the end of the day, instead of kind of feeling positive and wanting to come back to do it again. So I would say pick something that you could see yourself doing for the majority of your career. All right, so now that you have a really good idea of prospecting, the last thing, probably the most important thing that I would tell brand new agent Darren is just be yourself. People can feel if you're not genuine. People can feel if you're uncomfortable. That just leads to really awkward conversations. Like I mentioned, I was at this office that They said you got to wear a suit to be successful, and I believed it for a minute. And wear the suit. It just wasn't who I was, and people could feel that. It was just really awkward. And then once I just started becoming myself, my business actually blossomed, right? It was just more authentic, more genuine, relationships more real. So please be yourself. And so here's a good story about being yourself and how it can benefit you. In 2021, I became friends with a mortgage professional named Min Win from What's a Mortgage. And last year in 2023, we actually worked together. I joined his team and I did real estate and mortgages last year. And he's actually kind of inspired me on this social media journey. You might wonder, like, why am I sharing this story about Min Win from What's a Mortgage? Well, Min has about 400,000 followers on all social media platforms, and he has built a very successful mortgage business through just being himself. He is a very knowledgeable mortgage professional, but if you meet this guy in person, he is wildly inappropriate, but he is hilarious. And he has done a fantastic job of creating that authenticity and showing who he is online, showing who he is through social media, and people love working with him because he's just real and he's genuine. So the biggest thing that I've learned from Min and seen firsthand is that he is 100% himself all the time, and he shares that on social, and it gets him a ton of business because people don't think he has like some sort of ulterior motive. He just gives it to him real. Here's a picture of me and Min. We're at a conference in Las Vegas. We're having a good time. I would have never met him if I wasn't just being myself. And so in summary, I want to see you succeed in your real estate career. So if you're a brand new agent, here's 3 things that you can focus on. 1, develop your skills. The skills pay the bills. Number 2, stay disciplined when it comes to prospecting. More authentic relationships means more business. And number 3, probably the most important, be yourself. As always, email me if you have any questions, or if you just want to tell me how much you love my videos.